Hi everyone and welcome to Theme Park Worldwide. Next year in 2026, Blackpool Pleasure Beach will be opening a huge new ride. This is a massive £8.7 million investment by the park in a huge Intamin gyro swing. This was first announced a couple of months ago by the park. Really excited for this new ride coming here to Blackpool. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Now, an Intamin gyro swing is a massive pendulum ride that swings back and forwards, and this is going to be massive, and in fact it's really going to add to the skyline here of the park. Now, in this video I'm going to be checking out the construction that's currently taking place on this new ride that also now has a name. It's quite weird to be starting a construction series for a ride and already actually have a name for it. Like normally it would get announced much later, closer towards the opening, but no, the park did announce this just a few days ago, which I am very pleased about because I love the name. It's going to be called Aviktas, which is fantastic. So yeah, I'm looking forward to following this throughout the rest of 2025 into 2026. I'm bringing you all the latest updates on the construction here on Theme Park Worldwide. Now, this new project is part of a huge transformation that is now ongoing here at Pleasure Beach. There's going to see multiple changes and new additions coming to the park, which I'm really excited for. I'm looking forward to following it all over the next few years. Now, at the start of the season in March, a little bit of clearance work had started for Aviktas, but nothing too much, not enough to really film a dedicated construction update. However, that has now changed. It's May 2025 and demolition of the former Bowl-A-Drome is now underway. So I thought this would be the perfect time to start this construction series. Of course, the Bowl-A-Drome was a ride in there originally, then it turned into an entertainment space. It was used during their Halloween events, Journey to Hell Freak Nights, as a scare attraction and show venue as well. So yeah, it's part of the park that's gone through a lot of changes and it is now starting to be demolished. So I thought I'd start this update outside the park here and we'd go and take a look. As you can see, it's a bit of a wet and windy day today here in Blackpool, but you know what, it's Twilight Thrills. I thought I'd come down here today, and I'm also going to be filming a full dedicated vlog from the park today as well, getting back on my favourite rides and bringing the latest updates. It's going to be a wet one though, I think, after all this lovely weather we've had recently. Now, I wanted to start off here on Watson Road. Now, this is actually the road that runs directly underneath Blackpool Pleasure Beach. A lot of you may not even realise this is here. When you're in the park, it's very cleverly hidden because the park is literally built above it here, and that's why it's referred to as North Park and South Park. Obviously, North Park's home to the likes of Launchpad, Valhalla, and then you've got South Park where you've got Icon, Infusion, the big one, and all the other rides down on that side. And in fact, you can just make out Big Dipper and Infusion through the side here. If you didn't know this was here, you wouldn't really realise. So yeah, this is Watson Road that runs directly underneath the park. It's also home to the Ocean Boulevard car park, which again is like a little hidden car park that a lot of people don't really know exists. Up until a few days ago, this car park was still open, but as you can see, it is now a construction site. You've got the site safety notice up there, danger demolition in progress, but we can see here from the outside a lot of work taking place on demolishing the old Bowl-A-Drome. So I thought this would be the perfect place to start the update. Well, here we go. Look at this. It's clear to see that demolition is well underway on this exciting new addition at the park for next year. The Bowl-A-Drome is officially coming down, and so is the arcade that's right next to it as well. You can see all this demolition work taking place, and I'll get a few different angles of that for you. But yeah, all this has got to go to make way for this new Intamin gyro swing. And you realise just how tall this is going to look. It's going to swing up to 138 feet. And it's going to be incredible. Like, it's going to be a lot taller than the big one at this section. So you're going to see it from the promenade. It's probably going to be swinging to the same sort of height as the turnaround section on the big one, maybe even a little bit higher than that. So this is going to be massive. It's going to be a huge new ride, and all this has got to go to make way for it. Now, of course, it's always sad when you see things getting demolished. Obviously not quite as sad when it's not a ride. When it's a ride, that is like very sad, isn't it, to see? But yeah, it is a building that's been here at the Pleasure Beach for a long time, but it's got to go to make way for this new addition. I think we'd all agree that I'd much rather see an exciting new ride come in than a building that hasn't been utilised properly for a number of years. So yeah, this car park's closed at the moment. I'm not too sure if this is going to remain closed throughout the whole construction phase. I guess it probably will do. However, you never know. I guess we'll see what happens. Maybe at some point we'll see this all kind of blocked in here as well, so we can't see it from this angle. However, you're going to get views of it from in the park anyway, you know, with the construction ongoing. Yeah, I just wanted to show you this piece of Pleasure Beach history coming down here, the old Bowl-A-Drome. Let's get a couple more angles on it. Wow, look at that up there. You actually see an old sink just up there too. All that coming down. Yeah, quite a demolition project here. I'd imagine this will only take a matter of a few weeks though to get this down and get it all cleaned up. And then of course it'll be clearing the site fully, foundation work, and then the actual erection of the ride. Is that what's probably going to take the least amount of time with this project? Actually putting the ride together, you know, because effectively once you've got it all cleared, you've got the foundations done, it's just a bolt together kind of thing, isn't it? You know, that'll be done in a matter of a few weeks rather than a few months of groundwork and foundations and all that. That's certainly what takes the time, isn't it? Well, yeah, goodbye to this part of Blackpool Pleasure Beach. We'll get some views from the inside as well, because it's going to be weird actually not seeing that view of the Bowl-A-Drome anymore. And I tell you what, it's a shame the weather's had to turn, isn't it? Just in time for like May half term, when, you know, we want perfect weather for everybody going to all the parks and attractions. Yeah, it's a bit of a grim day today. But still, as always, I will make the most of it. This is probably going to be one of our best views, looking at the installation of the ride as well. And as much as they put a construction fence in here now, you're going to be able to see it when it starts going up, towering over this part of the park here. Really looking forward to that. I just can't believe the demolition, like how it's progressed so much over the past few days. Look at that. Then we're going to head round towards the park now and we'll go and have a look inside. Of course, there's going to be a lot of change coming to this whole front section as well, which is known as Ocean Boulevard. This was built just before the big one opened in 1994 and to kind of like block in the park. And originally there used to be a lot of shops and dining and all sorts down here. It used to be buzzing actually at Ocean Boulevard. But yeah, unfortunately, over the past kind of decade or so, we've seen a lot of the shops go and it just started to decay quite a bit really. So what the park are actually doing is turning this into like holiday accommodation all on the front. And obviously when Boulevard opened quite a number of years ago now, that did transform that whole kind of bottom end of Ocean Boulevard. We're going to see that extend further down here, so I'm looking forward to that. Like even just, you know, freshening all the fronts up here, and it'll just look a lot nicer than it does now. I think first impressions really count, don't they? So I'm looking forward to seeing all of that, how that progresses, and I think that's going to be one of the next projects that's ongoing here at the park as well. Ripley's, believe it or not, still going down here at the front. Who remembers the old Pleasure Beach documentary? Comment down below if you remember that, where they had them statues, the fertility statues, and obviously they had them delivered here. Good times. Love that documentary, yeah, it was fantastic. Pizza Hut still going down here. Hopefully they'll give Ripley's and Pizza Hut a bit of a fresher look on the outside as well, just to kind of complete the whole, like rejuvenating, you know, of Ocean Boulevard down here at the front. I guess we'll see what happens. No, I really feel for the park today because they're open until 9 o'clock for their Twilight Thrills event, but the weather forecast is just awful for today. Wet and wind. Actually, it's not too bad now compared to when I was walking outside just, but an attraction like this is very much weather dependent, isn't it? And obviously today, with the poor weather that's been forecasted, a lot of people haven't turned up, which is a real shame. I am going to be filming a full vlog though today from the park. I've not done one since the opening back in March, so stay tuned for that. It will be coming up here on the channel. Here's a look then at the construction walls in the park surrounding this whole area where Aviktas is going to be located. And look at this, blue skies and sunshine starting to come through now as well. It was raining just, this weather. But yeah, here's a look at where the ride's going to be located. Now, the white building you can see there, that was previously an arcade, and that closed last year. You may remember back in the day, it used to be a bowling alley in there as well, hence the name, the Bowl-A-Drome. And you used to have like all this rockwork facade out the front here as well. That used to look really impressive actually. But again, it decayed over the years. They decided to pull that down. And then a few years ago, they did actually refurbish the facade here on the front of the arcade. Obviously now, that's all going to be coming down. But I think a few years ago, they probably didn't realise they were going to be putting a gyro swing in this location, as I don't think they would have done that. But still, yeah, that's going to be coming down. I presume this part of the building here as well that connects down onto the food area, FY4 over there. But I guess we're going to see, I mean, the construction walls span all the way down there, so I'm guessing we're going to see this part of the building come down as well. But obviously we don't know the exact footprint of the ride yet. We know it's going here on this location, but we don't know exactly where it's going to go. Is it going to go more to the left, more to the right here, or directly in the middle? We're guessing it's going to swing in the same direction as the big one, kind of across this way and back. However, they might surprise us, you know, it might end up swinging out this way towards Big Dipper and River Caves. I doubt it. I'm pretty sure it is going to swing that way. But yeah, you never know. Like, we don't know the official like location other than it's being built right here. Yeah, all these buildings are coming down, and obviously from here you've got the big construction walls up, so it's quite hard to see that demolition at the moment, hence why I wanted to go round the other side of the park and get a view of that going on. But we will see at the top here where the Bowl-A-Drome building had the little Planet Rock dome, and obviously we've just seen that in pieces round on the other side. So we're going to have a look at that now. It's going to be weird actually looking at the skyline of this part of the park without that there, because it's gone. But it's going to be replaced with this huge 138-foot monster for next year. The ever-changing skyline of Blackpool Pleasure Beach, you've got to love it. It's got one of the most iconic skylines anywhere out there in my opinion. Rides like the big one, the Big Dipper, and look at this. This is going to be the location of a huge new ride on the skyline. It's going to look amazing from this angle. It's going to look great from all round, but I really feel like Aviktas is going to look massive when you see it from here, especially with the lower sections really of the big one there, just behind it. It's going to be swinging out really high, and it certainly is going to look the part. And yeah, that Planet Rock building, there it is, coming down. You can just see a little bit of the white building left there. Obviously the iconic dome was in that location up until a few days ago. But yeah, that's now all coming down to make way for the ride. Yeah, I can't believe how different this is looking already, because that dome was there, and who remembers when there used to be a ride actually in that dome? You remember that? Then obviously it turned into a show venue, and then of course was used as part of Journey to Hell Freak Nights. Yeah, this whole area is going to look completely different. And of course we'll be following all the construction in detail now here on the channel. So if you do want to stay up to date, make sure you subscribe, get their notifications turned on, and be sure to give the videos a big thumbs up, because it really helps up the channel. And yeah, it's going to be swinging out here. You're going to get some awesome views of it from all the way around. It's going to be great. Really looking forward to it opening next year. Well, there we go. I look forward to seeing how this view changes over the coming months with the construction of Aviktas here at Pleasure Beach Resorts. It's going to look very different here soon, and I can't wait to see it. 2026 is already shaping up to be an awesome year for theme parks here in the UK. Lots of new additions that are going to be coming that have already been announced, and we look forward to covering them all here on Theme Park Worldwide. It's just great to see this wonderful industry having so much investment, and yes, it does mean changes coming along the way, but you know what, I just cannot wait to see this new ride here at the park. I feel like it's the perfect investment. I always talk about, you know, what I'd like to see added to the parks, and if I own Blackpool Pleasure Beach, this is probably the first thing that I would have put in here. I've thought for a long time that a huge gyro swing would be a great fit for Blackpool, so I'm really happy to see this coming to fruition. Can't wait for Aviktas to open next year, and of course this is the first of many different construction updates that we're going to be filming throughout the year and into 26 here on the channel. Of course, make sure you come and join me in the next video that will be coming up here on Theme Park Worldwide for a full vlog from the park. I've not done one for a couple of months since March. Going to go around, check out the latest updates, merchandise, get back on Launchpad again, and so much more as well. I've not actually been on Icon for ages, so I'm looking forward to it. We were here a few weeks ago for the press launch of Launchpad, but we haven't been here and done like a full park vlog for quite some time. So looking forward to sharing all those latest updates in the next vlog coming up here on the channel. I'm Sean Sandbrook, thank you very much for watching, and that leaves me with one final thing to say. Get out there and keep on riding. See you in the next video.